Reality. Reality receipts.
Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast, starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We're back to talk about Love is Blind Germany, episodes 3-5. I feel like $1,000,000 today. I finally feel better. I'm not sick anymore. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I had exactly, but I think it was flu A because that's what all the internet symptoms told me. It is a rough one. It was like 2 weeks of feeling like I was going to die, but we still powered through. We got a lot of podcasts done. There was one day I came and sat here and like 10 minutes in, I was like, I can't do this. I gotta go. So we almost made all of our scheduled podcasts, but we're back now. It's the new year. I feel good. I'm back to normal. So I'm glad you can't catch things through the podcast or we'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Ashley, I'm starting to feel ill too. I feel like I'm catching whatever you got.
Yeah,
we're just like really in sync.
Yes, we are. We are like this. But imagine we had an in-person podcast, it would be bad. So see, being virtual actually saves us and lets us get more work done because you don't catch all of my kids' bugs. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. It was quiet. I spent Saturday with my niece and my sister. And then Sunday I just washed my hair, went grocery shopping.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Prepped for. If you guys have any hair growth tips, please let me know. I am on a hair growth journey because my hair is just not. It used to be down here, you guys, and it's just breaking because of the blonde. And so I need hair growth tips if you guys have any. I'm trying Dr. Groot right now because it's all the wave on TikTok. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, Dr. Groot!" So we'll see. I'll let y'all know the.
What is Dr. Groot? Is that like pills or serums?
It's like it's Korean hair care. So it's like a shampoo, conditioner. They have like a pen. They have and I'm using Beyonce's hairline too. Like I have her hair mask. I heard it's like really good, but you know, people just be trying to blow smoke up your ass. So we'll see. Yeah. I'll tell you guys the truth because you guys, I have clip-ins, right? Like, and I've never been a clip-in girl. Like, if I showed you guys the clip and I showed Ashley the picture, I'm going to show you guys the picture. I'm not going to tell you what brand it was from. These were $500. I had them for maybe 3 months. Like when I tell you guys, look at this. This is. I'm just making sure the brand's not in it. You guys, how freaking embarrassing is this for this to happen in your head while you have it on? I just like inches, so I like my hair to be waving down my back like a bad bitch. Like, oh my God, like what happened? So I'm also looking for good quality blonde curly hair extensions if you guys have any recommendations.
If you have any tips for us, let us know. Did you hear the big Love is Blind USA news?
No.
AD finally confirmed she had her baby.
I missed that. Yeah.
So she confirmed that the baby is born, but people have gotten a little confused because she made a post and said, "Here's my favorite bump pictures from 1 month or like I can't remember, a few months pregnant to 4 days postpartum." So she has a picture of her 4 days postpartum bump, but everyone is thinking the day she posted this, which I think was yesterday. I didn't know either because I don't follow her now. Well, she removed me as a follower. Fair, because we criticized her perfect match performance, but one of our followers sent it to us and was like, she had the baby 4 days ago, but no, she's just saying that photo was from 4 days ago. So she had said on other podcasts and stuff that the baby was due on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, which I believe is like November 20th or something. So the baby's been here for a while. I can't imagine it was born any later than the first week of December. So yeah, lots of people in the comments are like, "Oh, Capricorn baby, yay," but I don't think that the baby was here 4 days ago. She was just saying the picture was from, because she did that another time in her pregnancy. She posted like a 20-week bump and everybody was like, "Oh, your due date is this," and she's like, no, that picture was a few weeks ago, like that's not from today. So I don't know what's with all the secrecy on the timelines and what's going on. I totally get not wanting to announce it and have like a bit of a bubble for some time, but I do think this is more of like PR thing. It's not like a personal thing.
Yeah.
Obviously their pregnancy was super public, their engagement, and I think probably more public shows are coming. So I think it's more like strategic, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I don't follow her. Usually people send me that kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
I missed it. So,
I think
but
it's confusing for people because it's not an announcement, you know what I mean? Like,
mhm,
if you didn't actually read it, you'd be like, "Oh, because it's just bump pictures," right? So if you
mm,
didn't actually, like, read the caption, then you would think, "Oh, she's still pregnant," but if you actually read the caption and know what I mean, I guess most people know what postpartum means, but if you
yeah.
didn't know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, she kinda did it, like, specifically misleading, I guess. So, yeah,
Oh.
everybody thinks actually, now, like, come to think of it, I haven't seen any articles or anything, right? So,
Mm-mm.
that is weird because usually people would be, like, talking about it, but I think it's because
Like you said, it's not an official announcement and people are
yeah,
confused by it. Yeah.
yeah, nobody wants to make an article about it because she doesn't technically say the baby's here, but when someone says this picture's from 4 days postpartum, that is technical, right? So,
Yeah, that's pretty clear that the baby's here for sure.
I
So,
personally think that she's trying to time it. This is sad, and I hope it's not true, but I know every time Love is Blind, comes out, we see every previous cast member try to ride that wave. They start posting their content because it trends. Anything Love is Blind trends, even
yeah.
previous cast members. So
Yeah.
I think she's waiting for that wave to hit its peak. But
Mm.
people care about this baby. I don't think she got to wait for any wave. She could post it now, and it would still gonna make big news, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think so.
So
I mean, even when she announced her pregnancy, it's like all everybody was talking about in the Love is Blind world. So,
And
yeah.
so I think maybe it's like a show announcement or something, but we'll keep you
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. I think me and Ashley have definitely, our little antennas have been up. We're like, her and Ollie have a show coming. There's no
Yeah.
way that they're like promote the way that they were doing press and the way that they were just like the face of the perfect match. I'm like, yeah, they're getting a show or
Well,
something.
and
So,
like, does he have a job? No, right?
uh, uh, I don't know. I don't
Like,
know.
I feel like
I don't think so. But I
no,
don't know.
I mean, just their lifestyle alone, right? They're like, he's London, she's LA, they're back and forth. It doesn't really give like he's working a 9 to 5 somewhere. So I would think their jobs are whatever this show is that's coming. Because she has the podcast too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe,
She
maybe
has
they're
a job. She has a job. That was the question.
yes.
Maybe his job is like, whatever show or these
Well,
shows.
if she intends to go right back to the podcast next month when Love is Blind comes out, and he's planning to stay home with the baby. I love that. I don't, he doesn't give me that kind of vibe, but if that's their plan, I love that for them because
Yeah.
it's good
Yeah.
for her. If
It
she's
better
the
be their
star,
plan. But yeah, she's the star. Like, yeah, take care of the baby. Mama's got to bring home the bacon. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
But yeah, I definitely feel like there's more than the podcast, but we'll see. They're waiting for some kind of big announcement, so we'll stay tuned. Any
Yeah.
other Love is Blind news you've heard of this weekend?
No.
Okay, we've been talking all about our 2026 goals and glow ups around here, and I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't focusing on my self care much lately. But now that I'm back to healthy, I'm starting to think about what am I going to do this year for a personal self care glow up. So, do you have any recommendations for me?
I have a surprising self-care glow up. So, we are all about our scents over here and how we smell. We like to smell good. One thing that I've been incorporating into my self-care glow up is laundry detergent. Have you heard of laundry sauce? They have
No.
the most gorgeous, Ashley, gorgeous packaging for laundry detergent pods, but it's the scent that really takes it away. These smell like designer fragrances, and I'm not even joking. I was at my sister's house the other day and I like reached over her and she was like, "What perfume do you have on?" And I was like, "I don't have on perfume." She was like, "No, you literally smell like you have on perfume." And I was like, "No, girl, it's these new laundry detergent pods that I've been using from Laundry Sauce. This one's Egyptian rose. So this one is my personal favorite because I love like a a rosy scent, but they have so many other unique fragrances that are out of this world.
I'm so used to using my big, clunky liquid detergent bottle, so those look so much cuter, perfect for a glow up. I'm definitely going to try them.
Yeah, and they have matching dryer sheets to go with any scent to just like top off that fragrance and like really make it stand out. So like 10 out of 10 would recommend for like a personal self-care glow up is like getting your scent together, getting your clothes smelling good. I highly recommend it for sure.
Do they have any other good scents?
They do, girl. They have this Indonesian patchouli. This one smells really, really good. This one smells really good. I actually got you a box. I
Oh,
got
you're so
you the Italian bergamot. So I'm gonna send you these. It was gonna be a little surprise, but I'm gonna send you the Italian bergamot. Like these smell so good too.
That is actually my favorite color. So I've never seen such beautiful laundry detergent packaging. So that sells me, and I haven't even smelled them yet. So I want to try it just for how beautiful they are. Do they have like a money back guarantee if someone wants to just try it out?
Literally 100% money back guarantee. Like who does that? Like what company does that? Like that's how you know you believe in your product is when you have a money back guarantee. So they have a 100% money back guarantee, which is amazing.
Well, I'm definitely going to try laundry sauce, obviously, because you're going to send me some, but then I think I might also order some. And we actually have a way for you guys to order some too, because for a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off your entire order when you use code RECEIPTS at laundrysauce.com. That's 20% off at laundrysauce.com with promo code RECEIPTS. After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Don't forget to drop our name, Reality Receipts Podcast. Trust us, your laundry has never smelled this good. And Receipts is RECEIPTS. Just in case you don't know, it's a bit of a tricky one. So laundrysauce.com, code RECEIPTS.
The new year is here, and my favorite part about getting back into routine is my HelloFresh box. It's my favorite day of the week. It feels like Christmas all over again. What did you get in your HelloFresh box this week?
Okay, last night I made this amazing creamy chicken enchilada stew, which is so perfect for the cold weather that we've been having. I love the holidays, but it is so much restaurants and takeout and not a lot of health. So I'm so excited to be back on routine, cooking these nutritious, delicious meals. And HelloFresh helps me do that with so much ease. I'm so thankful for them.
Yes, they've definitely been helping me get back into my healthy eating habits. I love their healthy meal options because it does give you those nutritious, delicious meals without repetition and, boring meals. So they have a new GLP-1 friendly menu option and Mediterranean menu options. And of course, tastier menu options. I had to take advantage of those seafood and steak options. I'm actually going to make these steak skewers tonight. Oh my God, don't they look so good? And
They look delicious.
They do, right? And then I made these Southwest shrimp tacos and salad bowls, which were, again, healthy and delicious. So I absolutely love HelloFresh.
Because when dinner tastes this good, nothing hits like home cooking. Go to HelloFresh.com/RR10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free Zwilling knife at $144.99 value on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
And how was your weekend? I didn't even ask you. How was yours? What did you do?
Good. Nothing exciting. Just hockey, lots of hockey, and just getting my shit together. That's why I feel so good today. It feels like this weekend was the first weekend of January, even though we're at like the 11th or 12th because
we're like mid-January. How are we here already, guys? Like it just started. Like I'm so confused.
Well, because school started for the kids on like the 5th, right? So that first weekend, last weekend, before this weekend, felt like it was still holidays. I mean, I was sick and on the couch and not having fun and enjoying the holidays. So I inadvertently I'm doing dry January because I didn't have any drinks since Christmas because of how sick I was. So now I'm like, why not keep it going? But now that I'm feeling good, I'm like, I'm missing my little bubbles, my wine. It's harder. The first 11 days was like, I'm not even interested in wine. But now I'm like, okay, it's going to be a little harder for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
I'll make it happen.
You make it happen.
Yeah. Should we get into the Love is Blind Germany?
Yeah, what the hell is happening? Like, and you guys, we haven't watched 6, 7, and 8. So,
No.
but it's long. Why would they put so many damn episodes out? But whatever.
Well, the next drop is just one episode. This is like the whole season. They gave us the whole
Why would
season.
they do that?
I think
Why
'cause
would they do that? I did notice that season 1 was only like 10 episodes or something like that. So when I seen that 8 were out, I was like,
yeah, it's
what
like,
the fuck?
where's and I don't even know there's no reunion announced yet, I don't think. So, I don't
Oh,
know, maybe they didn't think people were gonna be into it. I will say, coming off of watching Love Is Blind Italy, it is a lot like, a bit of a downer, but just because they were so passionate in Italy and the reveals, like, these reveals were, like, no
painful.
chemistry.
Painful,
No
painful.
passion.
Yeah, I did read some of the of our YouTube comments, and they were saying like, yeah, German men are like just known to be a certain way, like very. I
Mhm.
think they said like very passive, like
Wait, I just realized when I was going to look at our comments that it's our 200th episode, which is so
Oh
exciting.
my god, that's
Yay!
crazy. That's
Yeah, thank
crazy.
you guys for listening to us and allowing us to get these 200 episodes out. We have so much fun. Got the best audience. If you don't subscribe yet, you could, or leave us an Apple review because those are so helpful for us.
Yes,
But
yes.
our 1 year anniversary is coming up. I always thought it was January 24th, but then I looked and it's actually the 23rd. So it's sooner than we thought. So
Oh
that's
wow.
really cool to get to 200 before our 1 year anniversary. So
Yeah, we be
we're going to
we
be,
be we be working,
yeah,
okay?
we don't take no days off. Even when we're sick, we
Yeah.
try. It doesn't always work, but we
Yeah.
try. But yeah, somebody said, well, remember how I had said I think they get parental leave till the child goes to school, but I'm not sure if that's like preschool. So they said they don't get it off till the child goes to school, but they do until they're 3. So I don't know when kids go to preschool, but I think it's around like 3. So still amazing. 3
Yeah.
years is a long time. And then they were also talking about the German bar music. I think basically what I gathered is it's just like really bad like pop songs. So it's
Mm.
like popular music, like shallow type music, like not
Yeah.
not something you would brag about like this although I don't really care. I like Taylor Swift and I admit it. So it's like
A lot of people do, girl.
yeah. Very basic over here. Although I do like other stuff too. I think it's like you can have a mix, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
thanks for answering our Germany questions. But yeah, it
Yeah.
does feel a little less exciting compared to the Italian one. But it feels
Yeah.
more close to the USA one, right? Like that's how their reveals are. We rarely get a spicy reveal in the US. It's very much like awkward the way these
Yeah.
are. So,
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot going on. I feel like that's why it's like so hard to release so many episodes because it's like, there's so much going on. So episodes
mhm.
3, we're still in the pods. Like we're still in the
Yeah.
pods. We thought we were gonna get some maybe new heavy hitters, and we actually did it. Like
No,
no, no,
that was
that
it.
that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
We got
Well,
a little bit more of some of their stories, but
mhm. No,
but
we said last time, we're like, there's got to be new main characters coming. Like episode 3, we're gonna get they're gonna be some good, exciting love stories and some spice. But no, it's just the same people from 1 and 2. So,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
we it left off on that cliffhanger of Gunnar and Josie. So, should we talk
Mhm.
about Gunnar and Josie first?
Yeah, let's get into that because yeah, it seemed as though she was like maybe connecting with Jubilee more, but
Mhm.
then we're left on this cliffhanger where we think like she's already told this man he's not man enough for her. She needs an
Mhm.
alpha. She kind of has a picture in her head of what he is already, and it really seems like she's gonna kick the can and go with Jubilee, but I told you I had a feeling because I seen her getting engaged, and I also seen Wendy getting engaged, and when we all know Wendy
Yeah.
didn't have any connections, and it turns out she was not breaking up with Gunnar, but she was saying, yeah, you are strong. You are, it's just a different way of being
Mhm.
masculine, and now they're happy as a clam, and she actually goes and breaks things off with Jubilee.
Yeah.
Which was
Which
that surprising to you?
I mean, I do feel like she would have had a better immediate, like, physical connection with Jubilee. I feel like they had more like, she said Gunnar is not really manly enough. I think whatever that part is that she's looking for, she would have found in it's not Jubilee, right? What is his actual name?
His name is Jubriel.
Jubriel, yes.
Yes.
I started calling him Jubilee. Jubriel. I think Jubriel wanted her, and when she dumped him, he acted like that's what I was gonna do
Yeah,
too, but
100%. Yes, you're right. That's what I was gonna say. Bitch, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
no, Wendy was definitely his second choice, sadly, because she didn't deserve that, and we
Mm.
see like, I think he wanted Josie, and instead of leaving, he got engaged to Wendy, and then we see how that plays out, so he knew right when they had that conversation about he wants to be having sex on the kitchen table, and she said, "That's not my style," that he knew in
Okay,
that convo.
mister, want to have sex on the kitchen table and she's standing here asshole naked in front of you in the shower and you didn't do shit about it, so shut the fuck up. Which we'll get to them because what the fuck who the fuck do you think you are, sir? But
A
we'll
lot
get
of these
there.
men, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
the
like,
nerve, the
yes,
nerve. Okay, but back to Josie and what the hell's his
and
name?
Gunner.
Gunner.
That's why
Um,
I don't understand why she said, "I am not into bald men. I had a feeling you're gonna be bald." Why did she pick him then?
I think
Because
he
she's
was
trying
the
not to
safe.
go for looks, right?
I don't know. I think that he's the safe choice.
Yeah.
I think that he's the safe choice. I think that I don't know, like, honestly, because I can't tell if she likes the kid or not because it's like she's constantly like, okay, I get like ragging on your partner, I get banter,
Mhm,
I get like kind of poking fun, and like, but I also think that there's like a too far and a too much, and like when you constantly do it, and and every sentence that you say is a dig, like there's
mhm.
a little seriousness behind that, and then like I start to think that you don't like me. Like, yes, we can I think banter is a love language for sure, but banter does not have to equate to like talking shit about each other,
Yeah.
and she's constantly talking about his looks. She's talking about everything to where I'm like, wait, does she like him or does she not like him? And I think she does not like him. What do you think?
No. After she saw him, she joked, "I was worried about the worst, and it came true." And then she's like, "Kidding," but she was not kidding.
Joking.
Yeah.
Haha, not really.
Although when he had not to knock Baldwin, that's definitely a look that a lot of women are into, but when he had a hat on, I felt like he looked really good, right?
Yeah.
The hat
Yeah.
what's that called? Hat fishing.
Catfish.
Yeah,
Catfishing. Oh yeah, they'll get you, bitch. They'll get you.
'cause
Cause they be looking hella fine with that hat on, and then it's like,
yeah,
although I don't think that Gunner is a bad looking bald guy. Like there are bald
no.
men that could really pull it off. Like you have to have the face for it. And I feel like Gunner has the face for it. He's just a little too passive for her.
Mhm,
Which again, we knew this in the pods. Like we knew that he was a passive guy, a sweet guy.
mhm,
And it's like it really confuses me because on one hand, they seem really sweet together, and
mhm.
she's going in for kisses. I wanna say they got physical on the first night. It
I think
based on
so.
what they were saying the next morning, it seems like they got physical, so it's like,
Mhm.
maybe her love language is just, you know,
Yeah.
popping
Eh
shit, but I don't know, that would make me uncomfortable because it's a little too much.
Especially his personality, right? I could see if she likes that when you're with a partner who can take it. They're very confident, and they're like they know that they're good. So when you're ragging on them like that, it is a joke. But like the stuff she's joking about is true. So it's like, is she making fun for fun or like, yeah, she just wants like a punching bag around, basically, someone that's not gonna fight back. Because a lot of men might be like, I don't want you to talk to me like that or say something mean back where you're like, I don't really like this game anymore.
Yeah,
So
I don't really like this game because, like, that's the thing is, like, if he says something about her cellulite, she's gonna slide down the wall. So it's like,
yeah.
okay, maybe pump your brakes because I'm gonna throw it back at you, and then you're not gonna be happy because like he might be insecure about the things that she's saying. He might be
Yeah.
insecure about his bald head, and she just she's kind of picking
Yeah.
and it's like about his entire being, but it's like I don't know,
Hmm.
he seems pretty obsessed with her, which I guess is like
Yeah.
what you want.
Well, that's the thing. It's cute and fun and flirty now because they're newly in the relationship. And probably having good sex, so it's funny, but it's like 10 years down the line, will it still be funny or will it be like annoying, right? Well, maybe that's how she keeps things spicy and she likes that, but if he doesn't like it, he better say something now before they get married because
Well, he kind of said right in his confessional. Sometimes with the voiceovers, I'm like, it's hard to tell. Like, are they
yeah.
talking about this in their confessional, or are they talking about this like in this scene? But he said like, oh yeah, she pokes fun at me, but I'm you know that's her love language. Like that means she
Yeah.
likes me, and like so, I think he's liking it. I don't know.
Maybe, like, maybe that's his kink, right? Like, I think that's a thing. Isn't there
Oh,
something yeah, where men pay online for, like, a woman to humiliate them or something?
yeah,
Like, maybe that's
yeah.
his thing, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
you
they
guys, there's the thing called pay pigs, and I went down a rabbit hole on it on TikTok. Like there's this whole world where men like pay, I don't know where you find them. But there's this whole thing where men like literally pay you to humiliate them or to, and you know what? It happened to my friend one time in we were in Vegas and she got this
uh-huh,
DM, and this guy was telling her, like, mind you, the picture, it's not like a real looking profile, so you don't know who's on the other end of it, but the username was like little DICK, like something like that, right? And it was like a picture of like a little mushroom, right? And so he had been like messaging her, telling her that he would pay her money to degrade him or to humiliate him and
uh-huh.
tell him that his little winky wank is small, right? So like she had all these messages where she's like ignoring him, and like we're
Mhm.
in Vegas at the pool, and she's like, this guy's been messaging me, he wants me to tell him that his little winky wank is small. And I was like, well, see if he's serious. Like, I was like, tell him, because they like you to be like assertive or whatnot. So I was like, tell him to send you. I think I said, tell him to send you $250, and then you'll
Love it.
you'll you'll do it. He
Yeah.
cash apped her $250 to send him a text and say that his little willy whacker was small,
Oh,
right? And then he was like, I'll send you another 250 if you say it in a voice memo. And
oh
she
my
was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, right? She
Mhm.
was like, because what if it's somebody I know and it's like my
Yeah.
real voice? I was like, bitch, give me this phone. I was like, your dick is small and you ain't shit and you a fucking bitch.
That's a new job for you, that'd be so good.
I literally was like, and I just sent it, and then he really, like, I was like, send the money first. Like, I'm not sending you shit till you send the money. They like
Oh
that
my
shit. And he sent the money, and then it like went to, because then he was like, I want a video of you like basically laughing and like
oh my
showing like, oh my, like your thing is like little, like with your
yeah.
fingers, right? Like, and then just but like be busting up laughing, right? And then it was like, then it got weird. Then it was like, okay, can you meet up with me? And then it was like,
Yeah.
okay, block,
Mhm.
But she
Yeah.
got like literally like $600 from this guy while we were sitting at the pool just to say that his winky wank was small. So there are men
Yeah.
that have humiliation kinks. There are, back to our point, I just went
Yeah.
on a tangent, but there are men who have humiliation kinks, and there's like a whole world of it, like where they pay
Mhm.
good money for women to humiliate them. So maybe he's got like a little bit of a
Yeah.
little bit of that.
I would have to assume if he's enjoying this and, like, not liking it, then he must enjoy that it must be, like, a kink of his. Maybe that's something they've talked about off camera, and they're having a good time off camera, and that's his kink, and that's what she likes, her love language, so that's a
Mhm.
perfect match. So, if
Yeah.
they end up getting married, obviously, it works for him, so good for him.
Yeah, I don't know that at this point. I don't know, something can change in the next 3 episodes, obviously, but I don't see them getting married. But because it's
No.
really weird though, because it's like on one end I'm like, okay, well they are sweet, they're canoodling, they're cuddling, they can't keep their hands off each other, they're kissing,
Mhm.
they're fucking, like, so it's like there's got to be something there. So maybe they're just
Yeah.
showing us all the times that she picks on him and then
Yeah.
doesn't show us all the times that she's saying something nice to him, you
True.
know?
They do edit like that. I would just be interested, like, to see how she'd be behaving if whoever she ended up with was who she would say is, like, super hot. You know what I mean? Like, someone she's crazily attracted to. Would she still be doing this, like,
No.
making
But
fun of. I don't
I
understand.
honestly don't think she would have been attracted to Jubriel either. Like, I don't
No,
think that that's her type either.
no. The
Yeah.
earring does it
Uh,
for me. Not does
Oh,
it for me. The
no,
opposite of
like,
does it.
honestly, it's everything. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, and I think mixed with his attitude, I'm like, ew, bitch. Like, now I'm gonna really fucking roast you because it's not your earring, it's your outfit, it's that fucking whack ass haircut, it's that your fucking like he looks like Mushu from Mulan, like the little dragon. He looks like
I've never
Mushu.
seen that.
Oh my God. Like he just looks like a cartoon character and I can't like put my finger on it. I feel like it's Mushu from Mulan. Let me see. Okay, no,
That's
Mushu looks better than him. I'm just,
okay.
like actually Mushu. It's not even Mushu because Mushu's actually killing him. I'm like,
Oh my
Mushu's
God.
actually shitting on him. Never mind. But he looks
Yeah.
like a cartoon character, but I can't like put
Yeah.
my finger on it. But it's like okay, so let's just trickle into
Should
Jubriel
we
and
talk about?
Linty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What happened? Like,
Well, he's not attracted to her. That's clear. But why? I don't
I
understand.
don't
She's
understand
obviously,
why. I don't
yeah. What is
understand
his
why.
type? And if he had like this, I mean, we see this happen on the show all the time. They try to go outside of their type, and especially for the men, they just can't. Like, it has to be their type. They just can't do it. So, but yeah, just so lame how he's acting as though they put him with like some hideous woman. And he's like I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to like do it. And it's like, she's gorgeous. What is his problem? I don't understand. Like, what was he
I, I
expecting?
I don't know because it's like at the reveal, I thought he
Yeah.
seemed attracted to her. At the reveal, he kept telling her how beautiful she was and how, how gorgeous she was. So it
Hmm.
really surprised me how standoffish he was. He wouldn't kiss her. He wouldn't look at her. Wondering what your boy is doing while you guys are having this
Honesty.
yeah, like bitch, I bet he's not worried about you.
Yeah.
That's what he's not worried about you. Like, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And it's like it was painful to watch the way he
Hmm.
treated her because anybody that's in this beautiful location with their new fiance that they actually like, you're gonna be like, come get in the pool with me, like get in with me, like you know what I
Hmm.
mean? He's just like I don't know what the fuck. And she's right. Like women can pick up on energy, women can pick up on vibes. We know
Mm.
when you're not feeling us, and I couldn't understand why either, right? Because it's like, and it's obviously that he's not attracted to her. And I don't know, living in Germany, maybe he dates white women. Maybe black women are not his type. Maybe he likes lighter skinned women. But I don't understand how you go from the reveal and be like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Like, cause it looked like he was like,
Yeah.
you know, like drooling over her, looking at her body, looking at her. He was like, "Oh my God,
Mhm.
you're gorgeous." Maybe it's because you insecure bitch, and she's almost as tall as you. I don't know. Like I don't know what it is, but you don't treat anybody like that, you know?
I wonder if it's not how she looks necessarily, like he saw her and was attracted, but it's something about her. Like he knows her personality from the pods, but like I said, I'm surprised he even proposed to her because they weren't really meshing in the pod. Like it was clear that he wants a certain level of like sexuality and she's more like reserved, you know? And so maybe that's what it was. Like it wasn't how she looks, but it was he wasn't getting that like sexual vibe that he needs. But
That
I don't know
doesn't make
what
any
he needs
sense.
that.
That
No.
doesn't make any sense. It's not that because she went in with more of a sexual vibe than you.
Yeah.
Let's take a shot. She's trying to be sexy with you. She's
Yeah.
trying. You're not kissing her. You're not, who in what world is Wendy taking off her clothes in a shower and you don't even look at her?
Yeah. That's
Like in what world? Her body is
mhm.
insane. Okay? Like
Mhm.
insane. People pay for that body. Okay? That's
Yeah.
like goddamn. And you didn't even look at her. Like, can you imagine how that made her feel? Like her maybe not being the most sexual person and her trying to open up and be that for you, and you are acting like a fucking bump on a log. And then
Yeah.
what is his excuse? Like he's like saying like I got into this too fast. Is that what he's saying? Like, bitch, it's been a day.
Yeah, and you can't go from talking about having sex in the kitchen to wanting to slow it down now that you're in person. So maybe it is like an insecurity or something. I was just seeing if there's anything online. Like, I would like to know what do his exes look like? Like, what is his type? Because I feel like him and Wendy had shared a little bit about what they look like, right? Or was that just him and Josie? Because I wasn't like as shocked, you know what I mean? Like they had spoke on it, I
I
thought.
mean, they had I think they definitely had conversations about where they're from, you
Yeah.
know?
So
So,
I don't
I
know.
think he definitely had an idea, but I don't know, like, it's just the way he was so standoffish, like, he okay, because you're not physically attracted to me, you can't talk to me? You can't have a
Yeah.
conversation with me? You can't look me in my face? Like, it's like he had no respect for her whatsoever, even just as a person, you know?
Yeah, and he should have given that time, right? Like, yeah, you might not initially be attracted to someone, but when you spend time together, it will grow. That's the whole point of this experiment. So he wasn't even like giving it a chance. He was just like shut
Yeah.
down immediately.
Yeah, shut down, and it's like anybody that treats you that way, like, I'm glad that she was the one that was like, "Yeah, like, take this back, like,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to, like, figure it out, like, I'm outta
Yeah.
here," because it's like, who wants to even, like we can't even have a good time, like, we can't even build a friendship, like, basically
Mhm.
everything that we talked about in the pods and this connection that we built is null and void because you're not even treating me like a friend at this point,
Yeah.
like, you're treating me like I'm this just disgusting, despicable human that you can't even be around, like, we're talking
Mhm.
about the clouds and shit, bruh, like, what is it like
Do you think when he saw Josie, he was more into her and that really was like what sealed it for him?
I don't know because I was trying to see if I picked up on an energy from Josie and him, but he, like, definitely went out of his way to call her sister. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, this sister, like, to act like they had, like, this platonic friendship
Mhm.
and, like, it was never romantic, you
Yeah.
know?
I feel like he was mad that she picked Gunner and he wasn't gonna be able to get over that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even know. I don't think that he would have gotten engaged to Wendy, obviously. If it was like if he
No.
got to pick between Josie and Wendy, he would have picked Josie. So he
100%.
shouldn't
100%.
have got engaged anyways. I don't even know why he
Yeah.
was there, just to see Consti, I guess. Maybe he's in love with him and that's what's happening.
You know what? That checks out with
Yeah.
his fucking sweater and that damn earring. Like, it checks out, because it's like yeah, I don't know. I don't
Something
know
missing.
if something missing.
Maybe
It's
we'll
like,
find out.
and I didn't even get like that there was an attraction to Josie. Did you?
No, I thought that was gonna be, like, a thing, like I said last time, I'm excited to see the couples meet up because I feel like there's some people with their second choices, and when they see their first choices, it's gonna cause a problem, but no, it was very anticlimactic, so
Yeah, yeah. I
maybe if
think you're
they
right. His little ego's bruised. That Josie and I find it really interesting that we've never seen Josie and Wendy talk about both of their connections with Jubriel because I
yeah,
wonder if that had anything to do with why Josie did not pick Jubriel is because she was so close to Wendy and she knew that Wendy was really feeling him. Like we never seen
mhm,
the two really discuss it and they both had like a deep quote unquote deep connection with him. So
mhm,
I wonder if that had anything to do with it, but I think you're right. Like his ego was bruised and he could not get over the fact that she
yeah,
picked, that
maybe
she
he
picked Gunner.
yeah, maybe he thought, "I'll propose to Wendy, get to see Josie, and she'll see me and be like, I don't, because remember there was a point in their conversation where he asked her something to the effect of like, "How are you doing?" or "Are you happy?" or what, something like that, and she was
Mhm.
like, "Yes." So I think maybe he was hoping Josie was gonna say something to the effect of like, "I made the wrong choice," but she's not gonna do that to Wendy, even if she was thinking it, which I do not think she was thinking that at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah, because did you feel like he was kinda throwing shade when he kept
yeah,
saying, like, "I would never imagine you 2 together, like, you 2 just I"
hmm
yeah, he was
yeah,
throwing shade, right?
yeah. I think he was. Yeah, he didn't think Gunner was a good choice for her. So maybe we'll find out more if they have a reunion. Like, was it the friendship between Wendy and Josie that kind of stopped this connection? And but either way, I don't think Josie regrets her choice. Even if she
Uh-uh.
doesn't necessarily like Gunner, like you said, I don't think she likes Jubilee either. Like,
Yeah, fuck that guy. Like, he's an asshole. Like,
yeah.
what? Like, I just don't even understand what that was all about. Like, and then he's like, I feel bad, but like, I'm relieved. Like,
Mhm.
relieved. Like, it hasn't even been one day. You couldn't even
Yeah.
enjoy your fucking vacation. Now you don't get to see Consti, bitch.
No,
Now you don't get to see your mans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
I
couldn't
don't.
even like, this beautiful like, first of all, she's a good person, so why are you treating her
Yeah.
like you couldn't even keep it friendly with her, and it's like, you really didn't give her no real answers. Nobody wants
Mhm.
to feel like this. Like, obviously, she knows, like, I've never been in a relationship, and I've never had a boyfriend, but this doesn't feel right. Something does not
Mhm.
feel right, you know?
Yeah. Either he's in love with Consti or he just has a different type, which is not gorgeous women, I guess, because he doesn't like Wendy and that's what she is. So not something not adding up. I feel like there's more to the story. So I hope they do get a reunion, but I don't know if we even care what his excuse is. So
Yeah, because he's
something.
not gonna be honest. He's not gonna
No.
be honest because when she sat him down, he wasn't honest. He said a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, there's pressure and there's expectation and there's like,
Yeah.
expectation that you came into an experiment and I'm supposedly your fiance and we're on our pre-honeymoon trip and you won't even look at a bitch. Like, you won't even talk to a
Mhm.
bitch. Like, you won't even, like, yeah, there's an expectation for it. Like, I'm not expected to be fucking. Like, you already know, like, I'm not a sexual person. So the expectation is what? To have a conversation? Yeah, bitch,
Yeah.
I do expect to talk. Like,
And why I don't know why he even went in the shower then, because obviously it is normal, I guess. You just met this person, right? So maybe you don't want to go in the shower with them or sleep in a bed with them. Yeah, we see that happen sometimes with the couples. Usually not if they're going to end up being successful though. Because they've had all that time to get to know each other on the inside. So if they like what they see physically, usually it's not a problem. But if he needed that time, then why did he go in the shower? Just to embarrass her and not look at her? Like, it's not making any sense. If you need more time, then just take the time. Say, I'll sleep on the couch and then put in that time to get to know her, to hang out. Like,
yeah.
he was just totally shut off. So,
Yeah, but
doesn't add up.
I think it would have embarrassed her more too to not go in the shower with her. Like, you know what I mean? To be
Mhm.
like, "No, I'm okay." So there was no winning. The only winning was to tell her how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know?
Mhm.
But like, I'd be so humiliated if I'm trying to be sexy and I'm trying to like take a shower with
Mhm.
you and be sexy and you don't even look at me.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
hard though, because if it was reversed, right? Like, we wouldn't be like, for a woman, you have to go in that shower and look at him and
Yeah, that's
look
true.
up if you're
That's
not
true.
ready, right?
That's
So
true.
he
And
needed to just
I'm
be
saying for
honest.
him, it would have hurt her feelings either way,
Yeah.
right? And I'd rather you hurt my feelings and tell me I'm actually not comfortable taking a shower just yet than to
Yeah.
get in the shower and I'm butt ass naked and then you don't look
Yeah.
at me. Like, I'd rather that embarrassment first. But yeah, you're right. Like, he's not obligated to go in the shower. But again, just be honest and
Yeah.
just tell her instead of,
Well, and like we've said before, it's rare that a man is not attracted off the bat and becomes, right? And so I think he needed to just tell her, "I'm not
yeah,
feeling it. I can keep trying if you want, but you need to know. I don't want you to embarrass yourself by saying let's go in the shower." Like, yeah,
yeah,
it's true. Any way would be embarrassing, but they have off camera time, right? So I feel like he could have at least told her, "I'm not feeling it yet, so I don't want to do anything sexual."
yeah.
So she didn't ask him to go in the shower because
Yeah, but
obviously
you
she
can
felt like that
imagine
was okay.
her confusion of like counter sex and like, I just want to be able to do it
Yeah.
anywhere and like, and then from their reveal kiss, I remember
Mhm.
specifically writing down like, ew, like, you know what I mean? Because he was trying to like be all passionate and like,
Mhm. Yeah.
so it's like, how do you go from that and like this passionate reveal kiss to like,
Mhm.
you didn't kiss her at all. He didn't kiss her
No.
at all. Like, he didn't kiss her at all. Like, on the
Yeah.
vacation. Like, he didn't even barely hug her. So it's like, I can imagine her confusion of being like, okay, I'm not sexual, but like, I need to crank it up for him because I know what he
Mhm.
likes, I know what he wants, and then you being like this, that was him the whole entire time. Just
Yeah. We need to know
breakfast
what.
time. Like, bitch.
Yeah, I wanna know what was happening behind the scenes with those 2, but, a couple I don't have a lot to say about is Consti and what's her name? Jill? Am I making it up? The
No idea what her name
Chimney, as she
is.
called herself, Chimney, so that's the
Yeah,
only
I have
thing, their
no
only
idea.
story. Their only
Is that she
story was
smokes?
her vaping, yes, that was the
Yeah.
only thing, so but, I mean, they seem solid besides that, but it does feel like he's making a big deal out of that, so it's like, is he looking for an out? That's what it's giving to me. I get him being,
Mhm.
like, health conscious with what he's gone through, but I don't know, I feel like if you really want someone, attracted to them, love them, I don't know if he would make this whole smoking thing such a big deal, but he seems to be making it a big deal, right?
I don't know, because smoking to me is a deal breaker, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like you have to discuss your deal breakers in the pods. Now,
Mhm.
originally, I thought she was talking about smoking cigarettes. Like, cigarettes, 100,000% is a deal breaker unless the
Yeah.
person is, like, willing to quit.
Yeah.
Vaping, I don't know. It's not my I wouldn't, make a big deal out of vaping. Do I love it? No. Do I do it? No. Would I break up with somebody for it? No. But,
Mhm.
she said she's
Yeah.
quit when they have kids, so
Yeah, did they not talk about that in the pods? Because I would think if it's a deal breaker for him, did he not even think to ask that? It's
yeah.
weird,
So,
right?
yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess maybe some little nuances, like, you don't address them, but I'm like, yeah, if it's that important to you, I feel like it's something that shoulda
Yeah, I feel
came
like
up.
that should be a major topic, like, because 'cause we've seen this in the most recent season of the USA one, like, what is you how much do you drink a week, and do you vape? All those are big lifestyle things, right, that you're
Mhm,
not really
mhm,
gonna be able to compromise on, so
mhm.
which I think they did talk about what was his name? Antoine, his drinking, and he, like, lied a little, but they didn't show that on the USA one, but we heard in an interview he did or she did, that he vaped a ton too, like, to the point
Yeah,
where the cameraman had to be like, "Put the vape down, like, we can't even get a scene with you guys." So,
yeah.
maybe it has happened on other seasons and we haven't seen it before, but she's still running. She's still doing
Still,
his
yeah,
activity.
yeah, like, she still can breathe, so that's good.
Yeah, she's not totally out of shape, but yeah, I see that being a deal breaker, but it's like you're engaged now. You're not just having a first date with someone, so it just feels past that point, right? It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're like we said, they're like our for sure little cutesy couple that
Mhm.
like each
And
other, that are seemingly going and unless things take a turn for the worse in the last 3 episodes, like, they seemingly are
mhm.
going to get married, and he seems to be the voice of reason within the group of boys, like, everybody goes to him for advice, and
Yeah. I just kind of feel like he's using it as like that get out of jail free card the way that Allie was last time with his Anton's drinking. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's just like
yeah,
if I don't want to go through with this, instead of it being like, why did you come here if you knew you didn't want to get married? I have this, well, I can't get over the vaping. So it's like
yeah,
a little thing that he's making sure it's just like the way Allie would like let us see, like, oh, where'd the tequila go? Like making it obvious how much this person vapes or how much this person drinks so
mm,
that no one will blame him if he's like, "I can't do it." Because I don't
yeah,
know, he does seem to really like her, they seem to have a good connection, but part of me feels like he's not fully in it. I don't know why.
okay. That's a I mean, yeah, I could see that, like, he kinda
Mhm.
gives, like, playboy, douchebaggy,
Yeah, like they
playboy,
all do.
player, all of them. Yeah, like, because what is wrong with what is his motherfucking name?
Yawn.
Jan. What is wrong with him, bro? Like, first of all, leading up to just the engagement in general, back in the pods, just him
Mhm.
like crying and
He's
fucking freaking out and fucking having a goddamn meltdown over what, bro? Over what, bro? Like you said, like, it's
mhm.
so performative. It's so like you're trying so hard. First of all, if this really is who you are, you need to check yourself into a psychiatric hospital because, bitch, what the fuck? Like, I think it's performative. Like, I think he's trying to
Mhm.
evoke an emotion out of the viewer. Like, oh, I'm just so emotional and I'm so sensitive and I just overthink
Mhm.
everything and I just have such this big heart and all these insecurities and I'm just scared. Like,
Mhm.
bitch, man the fuck up and put your big boy panties on and fucking who wants to deal with that? That is such an ick. Like the fact
Yes.
that little how do you pronounce her name? Luann?
Luan.
Luan. The
Luan,
fact
yeah.
that she's even like into it is like, because it is just such an ick, because I thought he was
Mhm.
gonna go into those pods, like, you was doing all that crying, and I don't know if it's like the voiceover, but the voiceover makes him sound like a bitch. But it's like
Yeah.
the voiceover's like his voice is rumbling, his, like, you can hear his chest moving, and then it's
Mhm.
also like you look at the picture and it matches, right? Like he's just like literally having a fucking breakdown, all to
Yeah.
say like, yeah, like I actually want to, yeah, like actually I like you. What?
Yeah. Well, it made so much sense to me in that moment why he was so nervous for the reveal, because he's a judgmental person, right? And so he knows, like, when he's looking at someone, he's picking out all their flaws. And so he's like, whoever I have is going to do that to me, right? Because we see that, we expect him. He's so nervous for the reveal and what she's going to think of him. And then he sees her and he's like, oh, that dress? Like, I didn't think you'd wear that dress. So it's like, that's why you were nervous about her picking out your flaws, because that's what you did when you saw her, right? He She looked great, but if he had to find something wrong with how she
And
looked. He
she
didn't like your dress.
literally probably picked that dress because of the cleavage. She probably was
Mhm,
like, "This is sexy. My boobs look really nice. I'm meeting my
mhm.
fiance. Let me show the girls." Because you could tell like how she dresses in the pods and how she does dress a little conservative. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? She does dress very trendy, but conservative blazers and stuff. So she probably did that very intentionally, trying to be sexy for him. And then it's like, I didn't think she would wear that kinda dress.
yeah. And just the way that he's so condescending, like, when they woke up that morning and he started talking about that generative case again, he's not doing it in like a, "Oh, I'm a grammar nerd, and that turns me on." He's sort of doing it as, like, a way that he says, "This woman is stupid and this woman is smart," like, "This woman is smart enough to be with me." Like, he's praising her for using the correct grammar because he's so judgmental and, like, so picking people apart. And so, yeah, at first when he brought it up in the pods, I was like, okay, he just is like a stickler for spelling and grammar. But now I'm like, he's just using it as a way to be superior to most people, right? He's like, I don't want to diagnose him with anything, but it kind of gives me like Patrick Bateman vibes, American Psycho, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
he's giving me.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny because I was gonna finish your sentence and say, psychopath. Like, so
Yeah.
it's just like now we're seeing like, oh, you're friend zoned and you're this and you're that, and it has nothing to do with how you look. It's just how you are. Like you suck. Like, and
Hmm.
it's like, to me, he's not attracted to her. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You're not attracted to her for whatever reason. She's gorgeous. Like and so
Yeah.
you're talking about how you always get boxed in this friend zone and people treat you a certain way. And it's because of how you treat people. Like,
Yeah.
and what really confuses me between them is like they're saying these words to each other, but then you see in the scene they're like laughing. They seem to
Yeah.
have like a lot of banter. They seem to have, you know, where they're laughing and joking and like, and so did she make a joke about him not being able to perform
Performance
sex?
anxiety. I wrote that down. Yes, and obviously that's true. Like, I'm sure he couldn't get things to work when they were trying to make it happen, and then she joked about it on camera, which you could tell he was like a little mad about. Like, he was laughing, but he was like, "I can't believe you did that," or something. So
It was really funny.
yeah.
She was like, "Oh, does he have performance anxiety too?" Which I thought was hilarious. Like I said, they have
Mhm.
really good banter. You see them joking. You see them literally cracking up. So it's
Yeah.
like I feel like there is something there, but I feel like he's not attracted to her.
No, I don't think he is. And I just think he has really high standards, obviously, for himself, where he's very like critical of himself. That's why he was panicking before the reveal. So I don't know how it wouldn't be very fun to be with someone like that because, yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't find her attractive enough because he obviously is delusional and thinks he should be with who knows, but he's delusional, I think, because he's,
And what's so funny is she said he's not her type, right? Like she's like,
yeah.
I would never really go up to him in a bar. Like I don't really like somebody with a six pack. Like I like somebody with
Mhm.
a little more bit more meat to
Yeah.
hang on to. Um
Mm.
so it's like she's trying to work through it too because feels like there's something there, but he's also like, I feel like he's one way with her, and then like when he gets around the guys, he's like, He's like
Yeah.
Eeyore too. Him and fucking Jubilee should get together.
Yeah.
You know,
They
I don't know what's going on. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. Something's off. Like, what's off is you, bitches.
yeah.
Okay, it's you.
Yeah, they're both Jubilee and Jan are acting like they've just been put with these hideous women and poor them, and it's super lame. So hopefully Luan figures that out because that's the problem with not problem with women, but if they actually thought about it, I'm sure she'd be like, I don't really like this guy either, but because he's not into her, it makes you want them to like you more, right? So she's like putting in all this effort where it's like he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve all this effort in trying. I guess that is what they're there for, even if you're not attractive right off the bat to try, but it does make you think like, why are you trying? If he's not your
Does
type
it
either.
does it seem like he's trying to you? Like, does it seem like Jan is trying?
I mean, it sounds like he's trying. He couldn't
Mm.
get it up, but he tried. But it sounds like he is trying at least more than uh what is his actual name? I gotta stop.
Jubriel.
Jubriel. You said Jubilee once, and that's all I think about. Jubriel. Jubriel didn't try at all, right? Like he didn't even
Yeah.
look at her in the shower. So I feel like Jan, maybe it does seem like he is trying.
And at
So,
least I feel like when they had that conversation,
uh-huh.
he was honest with his feelings, right? He did
Yeah,
tell her like and she was like, I could feel it. Like, okay, I could feel that, but I can also
yeah,
feel that maybe there is something there. So like, at least he did that. But then it's like you go back. What I don't like is like then Jan goes back to the boys and just acts like it's the worst thing in the world, you
mm,
know, as if she's not going to see this.
yeah. I think he's being a little fake to her. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So
you know,
they're probably not going to get married if I had to put
no, I don't
they're
think so
probably going
either.
to break up before the altar, to be honest, because who can deal with him? Like he's honestly so fucking annoying and crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's not. No, she should get away from him. But
yeah.
what about Andy and Yasmin? What do you think? Well, a lot of drama with Andy.
What the fuck, bro? Like, I don't know. Like, okay. It's just super savage of him. Okay. It's like, I have so many thoughts about this because my mind goes
Mm,
everywhere. Because at the end of the day, he never lied to any of the three women. He let all of
sure.
them know that he was seeing all of them. And he did tell Celia he's going to have this special date with her before he talked to Yasmin. And Yasmin said, I want a commitment. Like, I need some type of commitment. We're this far along the process. You're still talking to three bitches. Make up your fucking
Mm,
mind. And he did. He did.
yeah.
In that moment, like what would have been shitty of him would have been to still go forward and have that date with Celia because he definitely seems to me like he just goes with what's in front of him in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like if he would have had that date with Celia, he would have been like, I'm all in on you. No, I'm all in
Mm-hmm.
on you. I'm all in on whoever's in front of him. So I think he
Mm-hmm.
knew he had to like cut the cords with everyone else or that he was going to do that. And then he was going to get himself in a pickle. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, could you have you didn't need to break up with Celia by breaking up by
No.
sending a letter like that was some bitch shit. Like that was actually kind of diabolical. Like I think that should
Yes.
go down in the Love is Blind like Hall of Fame of like diabolicalness because it's like who does that? Like not only are
Yeah.
you breaking up with this girl, but also send this letter to this girl and break up with her too for me. Like what? What?
Yeah.
Who
That was
does that?
cowardly. I mean, he deserved to be called a wimp, but he easily could have just had her come in the pot. Like, I guess I understand his little explanation of like, I didn't want to make you wait a whole other day, and maybe you would say no to other connections, and then you'd be really pissed at me. But would they not have let him just call her in for a minute? Like, I don't know what went on behind the scenes there, but
Yeah, I don't know.
like,
I guess we don't know the pod schedule because right, like if
mhm,
he could have just said, "Oh, let me have a quick chat with her," maybe he wasn't allowed to do that, so he thought, "Okay, this is the
mhm,
quickest way." Still savage.
yeah.
Still savage.
Yeah. Maybe he asked, like, "Can I see her?" And they were like, "No, but you can send a letter." Because what I don't know where he got that idea to have a girl you're dumping dump another girl. That's just crazy. I think he should
Yeah.
have just waited because it is what it is. If Celia had dumped other connections, that means she was all in on Andy. And if that doesn't work out, that is how it is. And same with Andy was obviously more in on Celia because he asked her for the special date, not Yasmin. And he was just, when Yasmin said, I'm all in on you, he didn't want to pass that up, because if he waited the next day for Celia and then it didn't work out, that's where it's giving. He just wants to get to the next step and more camera time and not
Yeah. Yeah.
actually focusing on who you like the best, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's very wishy-washy, and that's
Mhm.
obviously not something you want in a partner for sure.
No.
But you're right. Like I think he went about it the wrong way, but
Mhm.
he ultimately did what we expect these contestants to do. If you
Mhm.
did cut off the other two connections, you did go all in on Yasmin, and you
Mhm.
did get engaged to her ultimately.
Yeah.
You didn't keep the other you didn't keep the you could he could have kept the other connections going too and like not been
Mhm.
honest with them, but he did. And then it's like, yeah, you're a bitch because you should have never sent this letter, but at least he had the balls to like go in the pods and like take that lashing from
Yeah.
Celia the next day, because I'd have been like, no, 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 no. Like, I don't never have to see her again. I'm good, until the cast meetup, maybe. But like he did, he took the lashing.
Mhm.
He did have an excuse for it. Okay, I guess it makes sense. You didn't want her to pass up her other connections, but it's still like, don't ever, ever do that. Anybody,
No.
don't ever, ever do that. Don't say, oh
Uh,
my God, like that's just so crazy to like
do you
break
think,
up.
would you have done that, what Celia did, go in and confront him or not give him that satisfaction?
Oh no,
Yeah?
I would have. Oh yeah, no, no, no. I would have ripped your asshole open. Like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Who the fuck do you think you are? Celia was nice about it. Because she
Yeah.
was like, she was oh, I'm gonna make him cry. I would have really, really tried my hardest to make him cry. Like, you weak ass bitch.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck does that? Like,
Uh-huh.
it was like really, really shitty of him to do that. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I felt like I feel like I knew that there would be an attraction. I didn't know he was that tall. I think Andy
Yeah,
like
he's tall.
knows that he's like tall and he's like, you know, good
He's just a fuck
looking.
boy, right?
But he's a fuck boy. You could tell he's a fuck boy.
Mhm.
Now it's like, okay, like obviously him and Yasmin got physical, you know, that was pretty obvious. And then it's like now you're starting to see him like not absolutely nothing wrong is happening. Like they're getting along great. They have a good
Mhm.
physical connection. She's happy as a clam. And now
Yeah.
you just see him starting to come up with shit, right? Like, oh
Yeah.
no, no, like there's nothing even going on. Like, but you're trying to plant the seed of like, I'm not getting fucking married, like already, and it's like nothing's
No.
even happening.
Yeah, I think Dustin would have been a better choice for her. He seems a little more less douchey. I don't know. I
Douchey.
just think,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm. And
that
he's
would have,
handsome too.
yeah, I think they would have been great together. I think, yeah, not that Andy's a bad boy, but he does give like the fuck boy vibes, right? I don't think he's wanting to really get married, but I mean, they're getting along. Like you said, physical attraction is there. There is no reason, if you really came there to get married, there's no reason not to. So, we'll see what happens with him, but I'm sure he's gonna come up with something. Whenever they get
Yeah.
back to the real world, that's when we usually get problems, and half these people they already got problems, so it's gonna get worse.
And it's gonna get worse.
I don't
That
none of them I feel like are gonna get married. Maybe Consti and Chimney, but I don't know.
yeah.
I don't
I
feel
I
super
think
confident.
okay, so who do we have? We have Consti and Chimney who might get married, maybe. We have Yasmin and Andy definitely not getting married. We have
No.
Wendy and Jubilee who already done called it quits. We have
Yan and Luan, no, not
fuck
happening.
no, like not
No.
happening. And then we have
Gunner.
Gunner and who
There may
might be
be.
our surprise. Like, that
Yeah,
might be our, like, surprise. Is that all we have? This is it?
that's all we have,
You
yeah.
wanna have another one?
That's why they that's why they only gave us the 8 episodes and then the wedding, and that's it. I don't know if we're getting a reunion because not a lot going on here, not a lot of love connections, so but
Mm,
still
okay.
entertaining as
Okay.
always.
I
Love
think
is blind.
Gunner and Josie might be our surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, our Gunner and Josie might be our surprise, but we'll see.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. We'll be back to cover episode 6, 7, and 8 before the big wedding episode on Thursday, is it? It's sometime this week, so we'll be
Okay.
back before then. Any other thoughts before we go?
No.
No.
No, not one
Love
single thought.
Yeah, we're less than a month now until Love is Blind season 10, the USA one. That's our crazy season. We got lots of surprises and fun stuff we're gonna be doing. We're so excited. So come back for that, but we'll be here before then. Lots of good stuff. Our Bravo days. We have some fun deep dives coming and doing a new show, The Valley Persian Style, this week. So check all that out, and thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.